Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. So this I always ask a little history on these things just to make sure they're legitimate and so forth. I bought this at Williams Grove, and the person I got it from said that it was a barn find. It's got the key in it here. Now what this is a 1970 CL70. You can see it right there with the Honda motor stuff on it. Gas tank's in really pretty decent shape. I think you guys can see that, right? And I always, you kind of like look down the whole thing. You can see it's got about 15,900 or 1,598 miles on it. When I rolled it around a little bit on the driveway, then I rolled it up here, and it didn't move much off of that 0.5 miles, so I'm not thinking the speedometer works. It does have the original tires, and once again, starting in the front. The front brake cable is there, but the grip is off, or the handle is gone. This is the clutch, and once again, the handle snapped off, left, right. The mirror is gone. Looks like somebody had an additional mirror here at some point. There's the other side of the gas tank. You can see it is a little stoved in a couple of places. The engine's there, though it's missing the chain cover, the flywheel and chain cover there. But this engine is very similar to the Honda CL70 engine, which I have them floating about, so that won't be a problem. As you look over the engine, you can see the engine has the carburetor on it, and even the slide is still moving, so that's a good sign. Given that the gas tank is so clean and the slide is moving, I think they might have drained the tank before it got to this state. There's the rat's nest of wiring. The battery is not there. And by the way, for anybody who's trying to bring these to life, if you don't have the battery in place, normally they don't like to spark. And the reason why is ground. For some reason, it picks up the ground off the battery or whatever. I don't know. All I know is I've had them not spark, and then I've put a dead battery in them. Not a good battery, a dead battery, and somehow just hooking the battery up makes them spark. They shouldn't need it because they're an AC spark off the stator. Points, there is no CDI in these things, but they like having a battery in place to help them spark. Seat is missing, back tail light, license plate not there. The exhaust system is complete and in really nice shape. It even has the front guard on it. It's missing the piece that covers that. From a compression point of view, it has a little something, but not a lot. So it could be a valve is a little sticky, or maybe it's time to open it up and refresh the rings. It does not have the pushback, what do you call it? Foot pegs. So that's kind of an old timer. Right now, that brake doesn't appear to be moving very easily. There's the plate on it, and you can see on top 1171, and you can see the little CL70. So what am I going to do with it? Right off, nothing. I think I'm going to do a little research. This is the first CL70 that I've ever seen. I've seen XR70s, I've seen CT70s, I've seen SL70s. This is the first CL70 that I've ever run across. So I don't want to tear it apart. I don't want to do any of that to it. About getting it running, the tires somewhat hold air, but they're dry rotted. I mean, tearing that engine off is a piece of cake, and once again, I can put on an engine from an XR70 or a CT70, or the Honda horizontals could go on there, or the Honda clone horizontals, you know, the 90, 110, 125s, all the China bike engines could go on there. So smashing an engine onto it to get it to move is not that big a deal. I really wouldn't, you know, if somebody, I got 150 into this. If somebody, and you know, obviously time and effort, and I found the piece, so you know, the Hoard doesn't run on nothing. It requires money to run the Hoard. But if somebody watches this video and has a channel up, and you know, they need this to complete a bike, a lot like Musty One, and they want to make me an offer that I just can't pass by, you know, I would probably entertain an offer. To me, from a parts point of view, I mean, this gas tank, eBay item, it's worth something. The headlight, you know, it's not the prettiest eBay item, worth something. Front fender, speedometer, cable, engine. I mean, just the various pieces. Given that it does have a plate with an intact number on it, the frame's worth something. So from a parts point of view, it's worth quite a bit of money. Getting this thing running, once again, it's kind of a rare bike, so I'm not sure if it has big value or little value. The kick lever isn't stripped. Actually, even the shifter lever's in halfway decent shape. I haven't tried to put it in gear. It's not wearing a chain. So, given that it's not wearing a chain, somebody fussed around with the clutch and somebody took that other side cover off, it wouldn't surprise me. I don't know, but it wouldn't surprise me if it doesn't have some kind of transmission problem. Though, back to it, you could, if one wanted to get this running again, the parts are available. That's not a problem. A lot of times it's hard to get like an intact exhaust system, including the thing in the end there that screws in. The shocks, everything about every piece of this. If somebody's restoring it, you would look at every piece that's available on this and then look at what you have and decide what's better and smash that on your bike. Once it also has the key. So for now, I'm just going to keep it intact and as best as I can, dry and healthy and all that kind of stuff. And it's not going to be anywhere near the top of the list for a restore. I have research to do before I really do too much else on it. Any information you guys have on it, I'd love to hear it. Get back to me. By the way, I have a CL200 floating around in the shed. For some reason, I'm thinking that's a 71 or 2 or 3, something like that. So I haven't compared them to see what parts swap back and forth. Though the 200, believe it or not, is a 2-cylinder, and it's a vertical cylinder. That's kind of a horizontal. I call these Honda horizontals. That's one of the verticals. So there's some parts from that, I'm sure, that would smash onto this thing too to fill up some of the holes. I mean, maybe this kind of stuff, right? Alright folks, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your heads up, and please, please get out there and enjoy all your days. You really don't know what's out there, what's available, what's floating around. So you got to get out there and have some fun. Go to flea markets, go to games, drive up and down the road, and you don't know what fun is available out there to have. So you got to get out there and be part of life to enjoy it. Alright folks, once again, thanks for watching, commenting, and subscribing. Feet down, heads up, enjoy all your days. Take care now.